Hello, and welcome to the OpenSAP course SAP Fiori Overview, Design, Develop, and Deploy. Week 1, Unit 2, Designing a Great User Experience. My name is Tilman Zwinke, and I will be guiding you through the design part of this course as one of 3 presenters. In this week, I want you to get a brief overview of what's coming your way when we talk about design, UX design, and design systems in regards to Fiori 3. Let's get right to it. As you might know already, SAP Fiori is the design language for all SAP products. SAP Fiori 3 is our new target design, which evolves SAP Fiori to fully support the intelligent suite. It does this by holistically including natural language interaction, machine intelligence, and analytical insights, while also providing more flexible, personalizable home pages and page layouts running on any device. You will see examples of this later in this presentation. Especially in the corporate environment, you seldomly have just one application. Normally, you have a lot of business applications for complex business scenarios produced by several UX designers for multiple platforms. In this enterprise environment, you want to make sure that all the applications look alike and can be used the same way, so not every employee has to learn every application. To ensure this, we use a design system that consists of values, principles, and practices like design standards. This design system is then broken down into several design languages that feature several platforms like web, native, and conversational. We will look at them in a few moments. The SAP design system relies on 5 core design principles. Role-based. Every application is being designed for a specific role. If 2 different roles need one and the same application, there will be 2 applications available, each specifically for one role. Adaptive. This principle makes sure that you can consume applications you need to fulfill your job, everywhere, on any platform, and on any device. Just showing the amount of information that you need in that moment. Simple. Only what's needed for your immediate task is being designed in the application that you will see. Everything else is being considered clutter and will not be on your screen. Coherent. Whether you are requesting a day off or change a price in the product catalog, Fiori ensures that there is a consistent visual design and interactions throughout your entire enterprise landscape. Delightful. This one is particularly important for us UX designers, that all the screens have to be delightful. Your goal is to get your job done, not work with UI screens or even get annoyed by them. The heart and soul of the SAP Fiori are the design guidelines, which are available publicly. They not only cover the web design part of Fiori, but also over mobile versions for iOS and Android, and a special version for conversational UX. Let's take a peek and see what the guidelines have to offer here. We'll be looking at the web part of the SAP guidelines. Make sure that you look at the Getting Started section, just to make yourself familiar with all the general concepts here. For instance, the SAP Fiori Launchpad. You can find a lot of information and all the components of the Launchpad in here. The Explore SAP Fiori section will give you a more visual way an overview of the layouts, floor plans, frameworks, and the UI elements of Fiori. In the Service and Resources section, you can download all the design stencils, the fonts, and the icons. For instance, the SAP Fiori Launchpad. In Fiori 3, there are some things have changed. There are now a common header bar for all the SAP products. The company logo now is also the home button, so you don't have 2 buttons anymore, but just one. The home navigation offers quick access to all the apps on the home page or specific groups. The user's action menu is now integrated with the user image on the right side. And all common functions like help, Copilot, and the enterprise search are also located on the upper right corner. With spaces, Fiori 3 gives the ability to create central or lines of business-specific entry points, from where the user can gain first insights and then drill down fast through multiple levels of navigation to exactly go to the point where he needs to go. Here you can see the 4 most common floor plans used in SAP Fiori. Floor plans can be seen as pre-configured screen distributions. They are used all over and over again, so the users are getting used to them and recognize them immediately. Additionally, those 4 floor plans that you can see on the left are available as SAP Fiori Elements, a template-based development tool that can generate apps from data services. You will hear more about SAP Fiori Elements in the development section of this class. SAP Fiori 3 also holds the opportunity to include machine intelligence into your environment. For example, a concept called situations can gather information in the background and detect possibly critical situations. After the user discovered that situation, a human-readable summary explains why the situation is critical. And concepts like ranking and comparison then help the user intelligently solve the challenge before it happened. In the past, you had either transactional scenarios or analytical scenarios. Embedded analytics combines exactly those two. With the SAP HANA platform, it is now possible to quickly go through large amounts of data and access real-time data also in combined scenarios. With this real-time data, the system can provide clever suggestions and key insights right when the user needs it, right when he needs to make a decision, so he does not need to leave his context. Patterns like analytical cards on the overview page or the analytical list page floor plan will help you to build scenarios that relied on embedded analytics. Now you've seen a lot of pictures. Let's have a look how all this looks alive and kicking in a demo. I'm logged in here as a buyer in procurement. Let's first look at the overview page, a powerful pattern provided by S/4HANA. This gives you an overview of what needs your attention. Here you see, for example, purchase contracts that are about to expire, or purchase order items in approval, unsourced requisition items, as well as further information. You can personalize the overview page yourself. You can choose filter parameters as you need them, and you can also adapt the size and the layout of the cards. Let's see how you can drill down to details. By clicking here, this contract in the card, I go to the contract of Polaris Brakes and see how the object page looks like. As you see, we have a header up here and below a contact section. This object page features next to textual information also graphical information where appropriate. If you scroll down, you notice that the header collapses and sticks to the top, so it's available at all time. If you click the links in the collapsed header section, you'll be taken to the correspondence section on the object page. Going back to the overview page, the next pattern you will see is the analytical list page. If we click here on the header of the list card, we get to a list of purchase order items. This analytical list page is equipped with filter parameters that you can also switch to an analytical filter mode. Let's select overdue items here, and this will filter down the entire page. You can also navigate in the list down here or in the graph in the middle. Let's choose the Continental Tire, and you can see that the list below still shows 8 items. Up here you can change the visualization of the data to a table view, a chart view, or choose the joint view. If you need more space, you can collapse the header and you can change the layout from a column chart to a heat map, where you can see what kind of material is involved in this case. Here you can filter as well for Continental Tire and get the same 8 results as before. You can see that the overview page, the object page, and the analytical list page are very powerful patterns that are provided in S/4HANA to get your work done more easily. As you've already seen in the last slide and in the demo, the three main pillars of the SAP Fiori target design are consistency, intelligence, and integration. Consistent means that all applications look and feel the same way, no matter in which product of SAP you are. Intelligent implies that there is a right amount of content at the right time, combined with the intelligent features like user guidance, situation handling, and a digital assistant. Integration is represented by a central entry point across all products, featuring contents from different systems, and of course central features like a task list and notification and so on. Let's take a first look at consistency. The new theme called Quartz comes in a light and a dark flavor, and is already prepared for all the changes that you've seen so far. It provides a harmonized look and feel for all the products of SAP. It already features the new common shell bar that holds common functions like settings and Copilot. It is consistent regarding terminology and the placement of actions, so it is easy for users to remember where to click. And is also designed to make SAP products more accessible for everyone. To make absolutely sure that SAP Fiori 3 is consistent in regards of fonts throughout all devices and platforms, SAP created their own font. 72 is the default font for all SAP Fiori applications. Fun fact here, the font is named after the founding year of SAP, 1972, and was recognized with the Red Dot Design Award in 2018. The most important innovation regarding the consistency is the new unified shell header. On the left side, you can see various versions of the shell headers from SAP products. Some of them don't even look remotely similar to each other. And on the right side, you can see the new SAP Fiori 3 shell header that will be used for every SAP product. Here you can see some examples for the new SAP Fiori 3 screens. On the left side, examples for applications within S/4HANA, and on the right side for some other SAP products. As you can see clearly, it not only looks consistent, but via the common shell header, the general functions are aligned as well. In the next unit, you will learn about the architecture overview presented by Thomas Rice. Thank you and goodbye.